Hi everyone, our group has 4 persons and we'll present 4 different topics. The first topic is the smart vegetable market. Under the joint action of the mature supply chain of the fresh market, the active promotion of the government and the consumption habits and level of consumers, this program is planned to build smart vegetable markets of the e-commerce of fresh agricultural products in Shanghai's community. There are several problems, and there are four in total. The first, for example, the first traditional vegetable markets do harm to the environment, and some vulnerable groups are not convenient to go to the vegetable markets to make a purchase. And from the next slides, as a part of the background and industry research, the author conducted the future user interviews and external experts interviews. And those are some of the answers from potential future users. For example, from the second one, you can see that it is hard for the older people to use the apps because they are not familiar with the technology. Last, we can move on to the plan details of this report. Of this research, here are part of the plan details. There are 6 in total. For example, we could arrange personnel properly and looking for market gaps or do the data or make a break-even analysis of this program. Overall, through the background analysis and policy suggestions, we hope that we could help the Shanghai municipal government complete this program and cover more and more communities in the future. The second research topic is duty-free policy in Sanya, Hainan City in China. The purpose of this tax policy is that central government plan to define Hainan province as the biggest duty-free port in China and eventually become the biggest free trade zone in the future. The policy refers to a tax policy for travelers who disembark at the Sanya island by airplane, train, or ship with a valid government issued ID. Based on my analysis, I found there are 3 problems in the existing policy. The first is that the restrictions on the foreign visitors, they cannot buy the duty-free products in Sanya. Secondly, the sophisticated custom process. And last but not the most is that this policy may create a disruption of global duty-free markets. We can make some adjustments on the current policies to improve the duty-free industry in Sanya. First, we should provide the benefits on the foreign visitors, and we also should provide the benefits on the international companies by offering more discounted port service and prioritize their products clearance. And third, we should simplify our custom process, make 522. And lastly, we should digitalizing our duty-free products, make our products more digitalization. The third report focuses on sharing bikes management policy in Shanghai. The Shanghai published a sharing bike administration policy in 2017. But until now, there are still some problems that our policy cannot cover. Firstly, there are 3 leading bike sharing brands in Shanghai participating in the competition, which are very easy to form a monopoly, leading to higher costs and lower bicycle quality at last. In addition, the management of sharing bicycles is undertaken mainly by the government, which increases the physical expenditure. Last but not most, the government agency's bureaucracy will reduce the efficiency of the management. There are 3 recommendations that are made from the author. Firstly, more companies should be allowed into the market through strict evaluating process. In addition, operators and even citizens should be rewarded to join the management of sharing bikes. And the government should specifically allocate the responsibilities to each agency. And a special department should be set up to administrate all the agencies. Last, I'm going to present a strategy to improve Shanghai workplace status, especially 996 system. 996 means work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days per week. However, even under the pressure of such overloaded working hour, not every employee wants to abolish the 996 system. According to the labor law in China, companies will pay double salaries to employees for overtime work on the weekends or holidays. And in order to deeply dig in the 996 system, the author interviewed 3 different types of employees, a very experienced employee and just entered the the occupation employee, and one of the CEOs from a company. More than this, in order to know good reform methods, the author interviewed people in Tokyo and Seoul who also suffer from 996. Since the overtime working is not only popular in Shanghai, but also other cities in Asia. There are solutions for the 996 system. We could create a new department in Shanghai government. This department is profitable because the author will set up a supervision branch to monitor complaints. If they violate the rules which are set up by the department, they will pay a certain amount of money. This profit will be used to reward the report and hire a psychologist to do heart counseling for those who suffer from 996.